Hey, how's it going? It's Ethan with HustlePaintball.com. Today we're going to cover how to properly maintain your paintball marker. Seasoned and experienced players, this is pretty much just going to be a recap for you, but new and beginners, why don't you pay attention? There's a lot of helpful hints in here, and it'll really take away a lot of that mystery on how do I maintain my paintball gun. So for starters, this is not a video of how to maintain the Tippmann A5. And we're not going to do a video how to maintain the Tippmann X7 or the Spider Electra. This is, generally speaking, how to maintain your paintball gun. So the first time it comes to taking apart your paintball gun, you want to make sure that there's no air source attached. Never disassemble a gun when there's an air source attached. Just don't do it. It's not smart. Second, you want to start with a nice, clean, wide space like this. Maybe have some paper towels on hand to keep your fingers dry. Some oil or lube, depending on what kind your manufacturer recommends for your gun, and an owner's manual. Get any necessary tools you'll need, and start by slowly disassembling it. A lot of owner's manuals will tell you, step 1, remove this, step 2, remove that. That'll make it really helpful. But if not, you can pretty much take a look at it. Don't worry, paintball guns really aren't that complicated, and you can start pulling things apart. Do it slowly, slowly, slowly. You want to actively know what's going on, pull this out, put that over there, pull the spring out, etc. You want to know what your gun looks like on the inside. Now, if you just start tearing things apart, well, you're going to end up with a mass of parts. You're going to be knocking on our door asking us to put it together for you. That's no good. So the more confident you are with the internals of your gun, the more competent you're going to be at cleaning and maintaining your gun, and your gun's going to perform better. It's going to be a lot less headache. You're not going to be sitting here for 3 hours at the end of the day wanting to, how do I clean my gun? What's going on? So let's take a look at some of the basics of maintaining your gun. So this video actually covers more than just maintaining your paintball gun. We cover how to maintain your paintball air tank or CO2 tank, how to clean your hopper or loader, and there's a specific video we've got out there on how to properly clean your mask. That's something that's worth watching because it's a little bit different than just cleaning off something rough and tumble like your paintball gun. The lenses on your mask they need to be cared for with proper materials. So why don't you break away after this video, watch that, and then you're pretty much going to know how to maintain all of your gear. So it's real simple. You want to start out by making it clean. Something like a barrel, well, wipe off the exterior, paper towel does a great job, and run a squeegee through the interior. If you don't have a squeegee or don't know which squeegee to use, watch our video all about squeegees. Real informative and will really help you out. So once you get your barrel cleaned, put that to the side. If you don't get everything out of the barrel, and that includes grease or oil or anything like that, your paintballs are not going to be that accurate. So don't skimp on this. You want to make sure that everything is clean and dry. Same thing goes with your tank. It's real simple. You can just take some paper towels, run it across the threads, clean out your ASA of your gun, okay? Shouldn't be much gunk in there, but there'll be a little bit of grime. Put that off to the side, pretty easy. Start by wiping down the exterior of your gun. As you can see, I've got a new paintball gun here. You don't need to spend all this time watching me clean and dig the paint out of the little crevices. You just want to know how to do it. Take some paper towels or a damp rag or a shop towel, something like that. Start wiping down your gun. You don't want it to be soaking wet because, paintball guns and water generally aren't the best of friends. So damp is key. Start wiping it all down. Get all sides. You want to get all that paint and dirt off your gun. Now you want to start looking at the internals, and if you have any open spaces. For instance, on this Tippmann A5, this is an exposed area. If for some reason you got splatter or if you got shot there, you want to make sure to clean out all the paint residue on the interior of the gun. On the cyclone feed, which comes standard on the A5, now this applies to every loader you have, whether it's a gravity loader or if it's a motorized loader. You need to get all the broken paint. If there's any broken paint, you need to get it all out of there, every single bit. If you don't, that broken paint is going to stick to the paintballs as they get fed through. It's going to load into your gun, go out the barrel, and you're just making the rest of your gun dirtier, and you're not going to be able to hit the broadside of the barn. Once again, keep your stuff clean. No matter what gun you have, another area to pay real close attention to is the breech. Okay? If there's any paint, any residue, any dirt down here, you need to completely clean that out. Once again, it's just like your loader. Paintballs will get loaded into the breech, and if there's any gunk in there, it's just going to stick to the paintball, go down your barrel. You're not going to be able to hit anything. So really take the time to clean off your bolts, clean out the breech. If there's anything at all, make sure you fully take your gun apart to access that area, and make sure it's nice and clean. Once again, this is not how to disassemble this particular gun or your particular gun. Consult your owner's manual or one of our other videos for that how-to. This is just general tips and tricks. Now, as you wipe down the bolts and striker and various moving parts of your paintball gun, you're going to make it a dry metal or plastic piece. Now, you know that two dry metal or plastic pieces rubbing next to each other, generally not a good thing. So some form of lubricant is a great idea. Depending on your paintball gun, either oil or a kind of a lubricant paste is better. You want to consult your owner's manual or call the manufacturer, or you can call us, and we'll be able to tell you whether it's oil for something like the Tippmann A5, or whether it's some sort of lube for something like the Smart Parts Ion. Every moving part should be well lubricated, so there's no stiff, poor action. You want it to slide nice and well. So you know that your CO2 or compressed air tank has an O-ring on the top of it. Now that's to prevent air from leaking out of the ASA. Well, in the same way, your paintball gun, no matter what kind of gun you have, has multiple O-rings in it as well. Now these will only do a good job of sealing the air in there if they're clean, and you know, a little bit of lubrication doesn't hurt either. A little bit, that's the key. You don't want to be pouring oil on these O-rings because then you're just going to end up with a mess. So when you're pulling your gun apart, pay close attention to every piece, bolt, striker, whatever it is, that has an O-ring on it, and make sure it's clean. If you want to pull the O-ring off, clean out the O-ring seat, and that's the groove that the O-ring fits in, then you can put that O-ring back on, a tiny bit of lubrication, and it should perform really, really well. Now, you know, generally, if your paintball gun's leaking a little bit, no big deal. 99% of the time, that can be fixed with a simple overhaul. Nothing crazy, but just clean it and lubricate it. If it does it, then you can consult your owner's manual or contact the manufacturer for more advanced tech support. But as you can see, it's very important to keep your gear maintained well because you're going to be accurate, it's not going to leak, it's really going to shoot a lot smoother. So like I said, make sure you start with a nice, clean, open workspace, well lit. You don't want to be screwing around with Allen wrenches and dropping screws and that sort of thing in the grass and dirt. It's just a pain. It's really frustrating. You're probably not going to want to work on your gun again because you'll have such a bad memory of it. It's really important, guys, you get your new paintball gun, take the time to take it apart and really learn how it works. You know, do a little bit at a time, make sure that you fully understand what's going on, and it really should turn into something quite enjoyable for you. In the future, when you have less time, you don't really feel like it, you're still going to be able to quickly strip down your gun, clean it, put it back together. That way, when you're ready to go play, you just grab your gear and go. So, you want to make sure your gear is clean. I believe I've covered this very, very, very strongly. Clean your tank, clean the inside of your hopper, clean your gun, clean the inside of your barrel. Make sure your breech is clean. No paint, no dirty residue in any of these. It's just going to limit your performance. Your gun's going to be inaccurate. It's not going to function well. How much more do I have to say this? Now we've got a separate video, again, like I said, on how to clean your mask because it varies just a little bit. You don't put oil and that sort of thing on your lens. So there's a couple of different tips and tricks for cleaning your mask. Make sure to clean your gun. You're going to be a lot happier on the field playing with a gun that actually functions well, it doesn't leak, it's going to be a lot smoother. You're really going to have a lot better time playing paintball. You don't ever want to let your gun turn into one of those rental guns. And I think we've all played with a rental paintball gun. They're gooped up, they're messy, and they just don't work that well. Don't let your gun be one of those. If you've got specific questions about your gun, or if you want to see us do a review on something else or a how-to on something else, just let us know. Email us at videos@hustlepaintball.com. And remember, you can get this gear and all the cleaning supplies or other gear that you need at hustlepaintball.com. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again